17th, Atlanta's doing their yearly choking, their annual choking. Hello everyone and welcome back to another football nerd video. And my gosh, that was a classic Super Bowl that so many Americans, including myself, witnessed last night. In case you did not watch the video, or in case you did not watch the Super Bowl and you somehow stumble upon this video, just watching highlights or something on YouTube, here on YouTube, then the intro is a reference to the Atlanta Falcons choking on what is almost an annual basis. And by the way, I did not record that for this video. As you can tell, I do not have my Panthers calendar, and that I was ill in that video. That day, I was just very ill. That day I was just very ill. And I'm not wearing a blue shirt, and I'm not wearing my leather jacket. And that was, okay, so that was from my, that was from the 36th video. James talks about NFL football 36. The playoffs are coming. And I made that joke because at the time, that was December 17th, 2016, I uploaded that. And at the time, it seemed like the Falcons were just losing unnecessarily. And there was an outside chance that they weren't even going to win the division, and that they might have choked that away to Tampa Bay. So that's what the context to that was, and that's what video it was from. So yeah, so I got a couple of things right from the Super Bowl predictions. I thought that the New England Patriots were going to win, and it happened. And I also thought that Tom Brady would lead them down on the field, or lead them down the field for a game-winning drive. That, or the last drive of the game, decide the outcome. And that happened in overtime, too. I didn't think that the game was going to go into overtime. And I got a comment on that Super Bowl predictions video of a Falcons fan thinking that the Falcons defense was not going to give up more than 21 points. And once that Tom Brady pick six happened, and once the Falcons scored 21 points, or once that put the Falcons to 21-0, I think it was at that time, or 21-3. Yeah, it was 21-0. I was thinking to myself, and I thought, well, if that person is right, then the Falcons have scored enough points to be crowned Super Bowl champions. But I just can't believe that. Some people are like, how do you give up that big of a lead? How do you give up 25 second quarter, or not second quarter, but second half points, and points that mostly came in the fourth quarter? Well, 19 points came in the fourth quarter. and that is to erase the deficit, and that is not counting the 6 points in overtime that they scored. So, yeah, so all in all, the Patriots scored 31 unanswered points. All right, now in case you don't know, unanswered in terms of that context means that the Falcons did not score a single point while New England scored 31 points. It's like, how does that happen? Only in Atlanta. In reference to me saying that the Falcons choke on just about an annual basis, if you want examples, how about at the end of last season, right? 2015. Well, I mean, the Falcons had gone 6-0 or 7-0, and they ended up like 8-8 or 7-9. Yeah, I think they ended up 8-8. And in 2014, they were in the driver's seat to win the NFC South, but then the Panthers, my team, came out of nowhere and won all 4 games in December. Just bang, 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 bang. And they just beat Atlanta in the Georgia Dome. Rest in peace, Georgia Dome. For that division. And then 2013, they had a 4-12 record. Didn't really do much. And then in the 2012 NFC Championship game against the San Francisco 49ers, the Falcons blew a 17-point lead and lost that game. And back in 2011, in that wild card playoff game, the Falcons only scored 2 points on a New York Giants safety, so the offense didn't score any points. And they lost to the eventual Super Bowl champion New York Giants. They choked that game. Well, not in the sense that they let the Giants come back, but they just fell flat. And then in the 2010 divisional round against the Green Bay Packers, they got absolutely blown out by Aaron Rodgers. And Aaron Rodgers, in just 3 weeks after that game, would go on to win his first Super Bowl. So, those are instances where the Falcons have choked, especially in 2012, 14, and 15. Now, don't tell me it's not on an annual basis now, because I know a little bit about the Falcons because they are in the NFC South and so are the Panthers. But yeah, Falcons fans gave us crap, just crap, for losing to Denver last year. Well, I actually laughed at some of the memes that I saw last night. Yeah, like 10 o'clock my time, I was like looking through Facebook and in like NFC South groups that I'm in, like various NFC South groups that I'm in. And dude, I thought I was gonna die laughing. Falcons fans better not say anything about us choking. It'd be like, how many points were you ahead? How many? 25. 25? The game was basically handed on a silver platter. Like, Roger Goodell was like, here you go, Falcons. I hate the Patriots, but we are moving on from Deflategate. So, uh, here you go. Here's your. You don't want it? Patriots. Here you go. There. I've seen a couple of Falcons fans not make excuses, and kudos to those people that do not make excuses. Last year, we got outplayed against Denver. Their defense was just too good. Von Miller, oh my god, I still have flashbacks a little bit from that. But they outplayed us. So, there's just no excuse for us last year. But anyway, so Tom Brady wins his 5th Super Bowl, and Tom Brady has not won the most Super Bowls in NFL history. I will get to that in a second, okay? As a quarterback, he has won the most Super Bowls, as he passed Joe Montana and Terry Bradshaw, who both had 4 for the 49ers and Steelers in the 80s and 70s. And Charles Haley. Now, you might not know who he is, and you might be opening up a new tab and opening up Google right now. Now, Charles Haley won 2 Super Bowls with the 49ers in 88 and 89. And then he won those 3 Super Bowls with Dallas back in the 90s. So he has 5. He, before yesterday, was the only player with 5. But now, excuse me. But now Tom Brady has 5. And yesterday's Super Bowl went into overtime for the first time. It took 50 of them, but we finally got an overtime game. We've come close before, but we have not had an overtime game. And the biggest lead blown, or just... I don't want to say blown lead anymore because I've kind of exhausted that today. Let's see, lead overcome. Yes, the biggest lead overcome was 10 points. And that was Super Bowl... trying to think of the Washington Redskins Denver Broncos Super Bowl 87. 22. Super Bowl 22. Doug Williams overcame 10 first quarter points of the Broncos and John Elway to come back and win, and the Broncos did not score a single point after that. It was something like 40-something or 50-something to 10, I believe. And then Super Bowl 44? Yeah, 44. The Saints overcame a 10-point deficit against Peyton Manning's Indianapolis Colts. And then, just a couple of years ago, Tom Brady engineered a couple of fourth-quarter drives to beat the Seahawks, who was coordinated, or at least their defense was coordinated by Dan Quinn at the time, who is the Falcons head coach now. And Tom Brady set the record for most pass attempts in the Super Bowl, which is 62 now. Jim Kelly was the previous record holder with 58 against the Dallas Cowboys in Super Bowl 27. in the 1992-1993 season. And I just feel a little bit bad for Falcons fans, but not really. Not really, because they gave us so much crap last year. And if they hadn't given us so much crap, yes, I would feel more bad. That's how bad I feel for you. It's barely any. You can barely see it. I mean, Falcons fans, we might not have won it last year, but we didn't get embarrassed in the fashion that you guys did. If you are a true Falcons fan, you will comment on this, and I don't want to see lines and lines of excuses and comments of excuses. I mean, I just don't want to see that. But anyway, guys. But anyway, Patriots fans, I am sorry for talking about the Falcons so much. It's just that there's a whole lot to dissect. And that Falcons offense helped you guys out. They helped Tom Brady out. And Patriots fans, if you would like me to talk about Tom Brady more, because I bet that you would, then in the next couple of days, or depending on what happens, depending on when Kyle Shanahan officially takes that San Francisco 49ers job, if he does officially take that San Francisco 49ers job tomorrow, then I will probably make that video tomorrow, and then I will talk about Tom Brady Wednesday. But if Kyle Shanahan takes the job Wednesday, then I will probably make that video Wednesday, talking about the hire and what I like and don't like and my opinion about it. And then talk about Tom Brady Friday or Saturday. So yes, guys, I do believe that will do it for this Football Nerd video. And until the next Football Nerd video, I will see you all later. Goodbye, guys. Thank you all for watching, and as always, go Panthers. We don't blow 25-point second half leads.